This video covers the overs and unders functions within PrintIQ. It is common on large quantity jobs that a price will be included in the quote for any overs or unders related to the final delivery quantity. We manage this in IQ via a job-based operation. In this example, we've got 3 specific overs and unders operations created, one based on a marginal rate, one on a quoted rate, and one on a user-defined rate. So within the components of each of these operations is a section to configure the overs and unders. Firstly, you can specify whether the operation relates to overs and unders, overs only, or unders only. This allows you to create separate operations and have a different rate for overs versus unders. From there, you can specify whether the rate is a quoted rate. A quoted rate includes all the costings attached to the quote. A marginal rate can be set to exclude certain operations on the quote, such as pre-press operations and die-based costings. And lastly, a user-defined rate is a rate that is entered by the estimator at the time of quoting. From there, we can specify how those overs will be displayed on screen and to the customer on the quote letter. In this example, we're displaying the cost per 1,000, but calculating at an individual unit quantity. For quoting purposes, it's just a matter of adding the required overs operation to the quote and calculating the quote. What this does is on the orders detail page, any product that has an over or under attached to it will be flagged with an asterisk. A hover over on that will give you details of the pricing based on the overs and unders. You can also see additional information under the overs and unders section in the pricing grid. So you can see our marginal rate will calculate less than the quoted rate because our marginal rate is excluding any of the pre-press operations. And lastly, our user-defined rate here has just an overridden price of $25 per 1,000. On the quote letter that's sent to the customer, we also separate out the overs and unders into its own area down the bottom, so it's clear to the customer what you're supplying them.